Speaking of, you said you were going to reply to the video on Instagram that you had an idea.
So
you never
ready.
did.
Oh, to your shenanigans?
Yeah.
Won't catch me slipping if I'm actually thinking you're acting different. Manic, spitting sounds of manic depressant. Going through.
First of all, I think one of the things you said, it was true. Like, you basically said I was right. You don't have an inside voice.
Correct.
Right.
I did admit.
So,
I did admit. I did not. I realized I was no longer refuting the argument.
that's one, right? And then with the actual cheating, right? You're not enunciating in your whispering. So, and it's not that hard.
I was not enunciating the one letter to give you the answer.
That's not bad. That because you don't have an inside voice, so you don't know how to whisper and enunciate at the same time.
I think that's a fallacy. I don't think that's true. It's B.
What did you just say? What's for B?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Do it the way you did it.
Let's see, because it's 4 letters. Right?
B and C sound similar, so I
how the fuck does C and B?
BC, CB.
Oh, so you flip it around. It's supposed to make a difference now. BC, CB. Oh, you right. You got it.
And the thing is, you were in front of me, so I couldn't even see what you were.
I was to the right of you.
You were to the right, but to the front. You weren't right next to me.
No, I was next to you. I was next to you.
Bro, no, you see, now you're messing up.
No, I'm not messing up. I was next to you.
You were.
How would I have seen the question you were on if I was you? Well, I'm doing all this shit, looking at your test behind me.
Yeah,
bro, I saw the question you were on because I'm sitting here. You're doing all this shit. I look at you, and I see the question you're on. I didn't fucking. Hey, it doesn't make sense.
No, but we were close. But you were still.
We were right next to each other. No,
you were one row in front of me to the right.
I was next to you, and you were to the left of me. You had me in the right side, but I was right next to you.
No, you were to the right and one row up, but you saw me struggling. Because I remember when you went like this, you were like, you looked at me, you're like, B. Like, I remember you looking back. I don't remember you looking to the side.
I might have been looking back to see if there was the ops. You know what I mean? See if Mr. What's-His-Face was walking around.
Jamie Foxx, or whatever his name? Not Jamie Foxx. Jim Foxworthy?
Yeah, that's a good one. That is what he looked like. You're right. What the fuck was his name? He knew we cheated.
Mr. Brewer.
Mr. Brewer. He knew we cheated. He knew.
You know what? Not thinking about it, that was so clutch, bro. Because I really was. I was like, I should have studied.
I know you did. I know.
I was struggling.
I saw it
because I didn't know. I checked out. I'll tell you where I checked out in chemistry. When they started talking about moles, I was like, I'm done with this. Why we got math?
I don't even remember.
Why we got math in chemistry?
I don't even remember.
No, I remember. Like, I was like, I'm not. I remember him talking about the moles. Do you remember what moles were in chemistry?
I don't remember.
Dude, I was like, I don't even understand what he's saying right now. And I didn't ask a question. I never got clarification on that. And apparently it's still stuck in your head.
I don't remember moles at all. And I killed chemistry. I didn't study a day in my life for that goddamn class. He was our IT teacher.
A mole. Yeah, but you're a math.
Is that a unit measure?
So, like, it says a mole is the quantity of anything that has the same number of particles found in 12. Is that 12,000 or 12.00 grams of carbon 12? That number of particles, bro. Like this, even.
It's a unit of measure. It's a unit of measure. I got you. It's a unit of measure.
Yeah. So I was like, I don't know what that is. You know, calculate the number of moles in a. No,
well, if you would have listened in class, you would have learned what it was if you listened to class. You know what I mean? But you
were a nerd.
So I was a nerd. Yeah.
I was busy thinking about that lunch.
Yeah. I was busy thinking about lunch.
That was that split lunch.
I was thinking about lunch too.
That's true. That's so good. Kudos to you.
I was thinking about lunch too. All right, but I was Also passing
Remember when we
classes.
had that friend? Remember when we had that classmate? First of all, that was the only class I was good on. My rest of my classes. Don't talk about like I was failing on my classes over here.
You
Don't
also did get
disrespect.
it. You got a higher SAT score than me too.
Oh yes, I did, and
Yeah, 'cause
I
you
never
wrote.
let you forget about
Yeah,
that.
you wrote it in my whatchamacallit, in my yearbook.
Yeah, and that was on my first chance too. No, it wasn't. It was on my second one. Because the first one I had like basically the flu.
Again, I don't
Like
sleep.
I remember like a snot fell all over my thing, and I was like, this is not good.
I
But
don't
do you
sleep
remember
well.
that
No, go ahead.
time?
Fuck my SAT. Go ahead.
Remember that time? Yeah. Remember that time when we were at that lunch in chemistry,
Uh-huh.
right? So that was like where we split, right? You go to class for a little. It was like C
B lunch.
period. It was B lunch where you go to class and then you go lunch and then come back. We had a classmate who went into the bathroom and did coke and then came back and his eyes were like bloodshot. You don't remember that?
No. That man
It
was
was one
advanced
of our
chemistry.
homies.
He was in AP chemistry, huh?
Yep.
I don't remember
And I was like,
that.
oh, he was like, yeah, man. You know, he was like, yeah, man, I just did some coke.
Damn, I don't
was
even
like,
remember
what?
anyone in our class.
And you know, we were like innocent. We're like, oh, wow, that's pretty intense.
Yeah, it's like a
You
dare. It
took
was like a
coke for
dare
lunch?
commercial. Yeah. You know they had chicken sandwiches down there.
That get me high, bro.
Yo, I'll be high on them chicken sandwiches.
Yeah,
Damn,
man, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's
I'll
an
tell you the
expensive
name
lunch.
later off.
Okay, yeah.
No, that's a crazy expensive lunch. And you know, he might have still been hungry. I don't know. I don't know
sure
how that works.
was. I'm sure he was. Eating his nasal drip instead, you know what I mean?
What was your favorite thing at lunch?
Oh, that chicken sandwich. Anytime anyone went into my book bag and found food, it was a chicken sandwich. Understand that. That chicken sandwich was special, man.
Wait, why'd you put chicken sandwiches in your book
Because
bag?
I was fat, Fred. I used to buy extra food to take home, and I would eat a chicken sandwich at home, too.
You know, and that's the difference because the food wouldn't make it home.
Yeah,
I don't know how you had that patience.
I used to be motivated for, I go for a vibe, right? So I get home, I can't wait. I'm going to go home. I'm finna watch this Recess while I eat this chicken sandwich. You feel me?
I like the cheeseburgers. I like the cheeseburgers.
I didn't really become
and the fries.
I wasn't a big cheeseburger fan until later in my life. You know what I mean? At Doherty, I didn't like cheeseburgers.
Yeah, no, and I wouldn't put ketchup. I just like them plain, like the cheese. Just eat them raw dog like that with some fries. You know, but I never had money at the end. My Friday lunches were like jail. Like no, people in jail lunches are better than what I eat because I wouldn't get nothing, and more than likely I was putting myself in debt.
Yeah.
Because I had no more ducats, so I'm like asking, yo, you got a quarter here?
Yeah. I used to be a beggar, boy. I'd be like, yo, let me hold a quarter. You know what I mean? Let me get that.
Yeah, and you a Pete, you'd be like, you could look at someone's lunch and know that they had change.
Yeah, for sure. I'd be like,
because if that cheeseburger was like $1.50, you're like, oh, they at least got 50 cents.
I see you don't have cheese on your fries. You saved 25 cents on that. You know what I mean? I know that for a fact, homie.
But then they might, if they had the money, they would have gotten that cheese.
Yeah, it might have been an even number. That's why.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It might have been an even number. You know.
Their breakfast sandwiches were slamming though for some reason.
Yo, they were as good as Wawa breakfast sandwiches in my
opinion. Oh yeah.
Right?
And
like,
they
were legit.
Yeah, I don't know what it was about them. They didn't taste as like processed.
Let's be real. Their food was good. Our food was good there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
everything. Pretzel with cheese. That pretzel with cheese was expensive. It was more expensive than some of the food.
Yeah.
And there was lunches I'd be willing to be like, you know what? I just want a pretzel with cheese today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There were days I got 2 pretzels with cheese. You know?
And you know it's my problem because I couldn't sacrifice on the drink because I needed a drink.
You need that drink, man.
So I'd be tapped out by Friday, bro.
Yeah.
And them cookies.
Yo, Subway cookies, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's really what prepared me for the world. Thanks, Doherty Lunches. You know what I mean? You got me to identify foods at different places. I recognize these cookies from Doherty. You know what I
mean? They must have, Aramark must be supplying Subway
right?
with their cookie supply because them cookies were off the chain. The one thing I never did, I never went into that store and bought anything.
Man, but we used to have Laffy Taffies. I know every single Laffy Taffy joke to this day because of that store.
No, I'd rather just save it for food.
No, I'd rather
savory. Now, the one thing I wish I would have spent, but I never. I want again the food went over that, but they had that nerd rope. I was like, yeah, that looks good. Yeah, it's basically a Laffy Taffy with nerds on it.
Yeah, I can't believe they sold us that candy.
That's crazy.
That is kind of wild, right?
Yeah, I mean, any
just
candy.
thinking about that? Yeah, how dare you sell us this fucking candy?
Do you know how whack kids' lunches are now?
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, that's a problem. Like, where everyone's like, oh, we got to give kids health. The kids do not like healthy lunch.
No, of course not.
Any way you slice it, salad does not taste as good as candy.
Yeah. Well, at one point, it's too late, though. You know what I mean? They needed to be eating mad healthy at like 2 years old.
Yeah, and that's now
because that's when you run into skinny people that be like, you know, oh, what do you want to eat? And they be like, oh, you know, I think I want a salad. And I'll be like, yo, you see, there's other things on the menu. You know what I mean? Other than the salad. And I'm like, no, but I'm in the mood for a salad. How is anyone in the mood for leaves? You know what I mean? Like, who's ever been in the mood for leaves other than spring?
Yeah, you know? And the thing is, if I do eat, it's not healthy. Like a salad, like a good, tasty salad with some, you know, with like all types of meats, you know, like croutons. You know,
I don't like croutons in my salad. I'll be honest with you. I don't like croutons.
Of course you don't.
I don't like croutons. My salads are usually actually pretty healthy. You know what I mean? When I eat a salad. You probably put meat. Do you put cheese on it? Chicken, no cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, onions.
And that's it? So you do like a house salad.
Cucumber. Yeah, like a house salad.
You put a little huevo, a little hard-boiled egg on that?
Oh, yeah, definitely add an egg to that bitch. Add an egg to it. No question about it.
Yeah, you are a big fan of the eggs. You like eggs.
Love eggs, man. When I go to the Chinese place, I have them add an egg to my rice every time. You know,
that's crazy. I don't like huevo. You know, the thing is, I
had like 7 eggs today. You know what I mean?
Oh, no. I already know.
I love
you like eggs.
Who doesn't like eggs? High protein, good fat. There's nothing wrong with eggs. And now the research has turned on yolks. You know, we've been shitting on yolks. Talking about you yolk somebody up as a way to kill them. Well, now yolks might be giving us life. So,
well, it's up and down when it comes to eggs.
Always. Same thing with coffee. I did switch to decaf at night though.
Oh, maybe that's why you can't sleep.
Maybe that's why.
Dang, you're that sensitive? Man, I don't have that problem. Maybe you need some sleep apnea in your life. Maybe put like a thing, tie something around your neck that won't kill you. You will go to sleep.
Oh, you want me to go the David Carradine way? Rest in peace.
So that's crazy.
I'm sorry.
Yo. Won't catch me slipping if I'm actually thinking you're acting different. Manic, spitting sounds of manic, depressing, going through